Just scared a bear out of camp. It was right over here. Look at Minnie. Took off this way. Good morning. What I'm doing today is the Dinkey Lakes loop. I'm gonna see 6 or 7 different lakes on this trip. I'm just doing an overnighter. Wherever I end up, I want to be within 5 miles of my truck. The lakes that we'll be going by will be Mystery Lake. I believe that'll be our first. Then we'll go to Swede. Then we'll hop over to South and then up to second Dinkey Lake to Island Lake. And from Island Lake, we might do a afternoon hike to Fingerbowl Lake. And then drop down to Rock Lake, which I camped there a few years ago. There's a video on that. We'll swing by first Dinkey Lake on our way out. Should be a good little trip. It's just me and the 2 dogs. And they're starting to see some fall colors out here. You see the ground cover there. It's turning. So yeah, we're just going to truck along and we'll check in with you at Mystery Lake. Yep, Mystery Lake. That's where we're going. It's been a few years since I've been this way. My brother and I went on this 2017. It was a big snow year, so we packed all through this. Kind of just did it by feel and the GPS. That was a good trip. So this is Dinkey Creek and it is dry up here. Mystery Lake. I believe I'll be on the other side of that notch right there. So what I did is I drove to Dinkey Lake's trailhead there at Willow, and I went up, hit that junction to Mystery Lake, made good time, and it was all uphill. I believe my elevation, what was that? I believe I'm at 96 right now. We have arrived to Swede Lake. It was at this very lake that I caught my first fish on a Takara rod, right over there on that rock. Lake number 3 of the day, South Lake. About an hour and a half I've been hiking. Off in the distance there is first Dinkey Lake. This is my first time here at second Dinkey Lake. It's a pretty lake. I think it's prettier than first Dinkey Lake. So if you're keeping track, this is the 5th lake we've seen today, and only been going for just under 2 hours. I think Rock Lake is right between that saddle there. Made it to Island Lake. That's 3 sisters in the background. I haven't decided on where I want to camp yet. That looks like a cool spot over there. I think I'm going to camp over here just because I want to be able to see the reflection off the twins or 3 sisters tonight. Check this out. Fire pit. There's a lot of wood. And look way out there in the distance. There's got to be Kaiser out there. So I think if I climbed on top of that little dome right there, I would be able to look down onto Rock Lake, second Dinkey. Right now I'm just walking around the bank just to see if I could spot any fish. There's supposed to be goldens in here. I haven't seen any fish out there. I don't know if they're out in the middle in the deeper water or what's going on. It's around 1 o'clock, so they may not be feeding right now either. I was going to cowboy camp it tonight, but I decided to set the tent up. I'm not going to put the fly on. That way it's easy for me in the morning just to tear down and get out. Minnie sees something over there. I'm not sure what she's looking at. But this is my view from camp. For dinner tonight, we're having Texas State Fair chili from Packet Gourmet. It's one of my favorite dehydrated meals. They even come with Fritos, a little pepper jack cheese and cheddar, a hot sauce packet, and then I like to throw in a little Gordon Bursch mustard also, so that's my little kick on it. But these are so good. It just scared a bear out of camp. It was right over here. Somewhere in here. May have been up on that upper shelf. Look at Minnie. She smells it. Oh, right there. Right there. Took off this way. See, that's where my camp is. I saw it right here, right between those 2 trees. And I yelled. The dogs gave it a couple little barks. And he went scooting up that way pretty damn fast. Camp is packed up and we are heading out of Island Lake back to the truck. All right, I'll get a picture of the lake before we go. That's two of the three sisters with the reflections in Island Lake.